My legal name is James. My street name is Jimmy. My trail name is Wonderbro. And I hope I can take this AT down.
Not my best setup, but I'll take it.
I'm gonna.
No, he was doing all right. He ran out of cigarettes. I'll go to the base. I'll go to the base and come back.
Why not?
Yeah.
Came this far.
I'll get to
Well, this is it. Day one has arrived, and I just climbed the stairs of the approach trail, so I have no idea the distance I've done, but basically the beginning, the whole trail lies ahead of me. I still have a bunch of miles before I even get to my first white blaze, but yeah, everything's ahead of me. Last night I camped behind the visitor center at the shelter there. They had a little tent pad, and all the nerves, all the negative thoughts about why am I doing this? Do I want to do this? Went away, and all the anticipation kind of hit me. So that was nice. I started thinking about all the 2,200 miles that lay ahead, the good times, the bad times, the boring times, everything, and also what it would mean if I finish this trail. So yeah, update you, travel day was pretty eventful. Plane was boarded. I was supposed to land at 2:40 in Atlanta. Everything was boarded, doors were shut, and then the captain announced that there were some exposed wires by some of the seats, so they had maintenance come on, and maintenance said that they were for the emergency lights and they need to work on it. So we deboarded the plane, and United was really good. We got on another flight within, like, if it wasn't within an hour, it was within an hour and 15 minutes. We were on another plane ready to go. The lady, I was middle seat, which I rarely do, but this was a last minute flight, and there was a couple, and the lady was like complaining about everything. Like, what do you expect with aviation and safety? She complained because the captain, after we got on the new plane, he's like, we just need to add 1,000 pounds of fuel and then we'll get going. She's like, what else? It's like, I guarantee you she's never done anything engineering. She's flying on this, modern miracle of aviation. So that was funny. But yeah, I'm here and I'm gonna start. Also, while I'm about to start the rest of the approach trail, I'm very happy to be going northbound. It's always the way I wanted to do it. Last year's half-assed last-minute attempt just never felt right, and I've already been seeing people hiking in my direction, so I'm excited for the social aspect and see the same faces as well. So I'm gonna see how far. Plan for the day is the approach trail, get to Springer, and then Hawk Mountain Shelter's another like 7 miles past that, so I think I can make it there no problem. New pack feels great, and it is pretty light for full food. I have probably too much food, but yeah. Oh, this looked like a good place to just open a Parmesan cheese block and eat it. Settling right into trail life. There's a ridiculous amount of protein in here, but I probably shouldn't eat this whole block in one sitting, but. Oh man, it is a busy approach trail today. It's Sunday, makes sense. People probably out for 1-2 nights for the weekend and heading back, because most people I've been passing have been going back towards Amicalola. But I am exactly 5 miles into the approach trail, so I don't know exactly how far that puts me away from Springer, but yeah, making good time. Something I wanted to talk about was logistics for those people that are watching this and are gonna thru hike in the future. I ended up, my flight got delayed. Sparky, who shuttled me on the Pinhoti Trail, he also runs like a quasi hostel at his house for the Pinhoti. He said to me last year, he's like, I know you're thinking about doing the AT, I can shuttle you again. So he ended up picking me up. He was waiting for me because my flight was delayed. We actually had to switch planes. If you are coming on a travel day, what I would say is there's so many options on the approach trail, even if you're getting a ride around to Springer. But if you get here late, that shelter right behind the visitor center is awesome. That's where I stayed last night. It was perfect because you have all the amenities there, so you kind of ease into it. And then this morning I got my tag, and if you are, like, let's say you got here at 4 in the afternoon and there's plenty of daylight, there's all 5 miles, there's tons of good tent sites. So don't let a travel day put you another day behind by staying in Atlanta and whatever. You can travel here, at least if it's a domestic flight, and still not waste a day. You can get your shuttle in the afternoon, set up shop behind the visitor center or a couple miles in on the approach trail. So figured I'd share that information for anyone in the future that is going to do the same. If you don't want to burn a day, or you don't want to spend $100+ at a lodge or anything, save that for later in the trail when there's bad weather or your feet are hurting. So that's what I did. Happy with it. So for those of you watching, because it's day one and don't know the backstory, I have a thru attempt in 2016, and I got off the trail in New Jersey, but that's another story. But I remember being down here, since I did all these miles already. Don't remember too much, but I do remember all these rhododendrons everywhere, and mountain laurel or rhododendrons, whatever they're called. So the whole southern part of the trail, I feel like, is covered in them. All right, so as I approach Springer, I'm definitely under 2 miles. I don't know if I'm under 1.5 miles, but around that range. I just want to take a moment to think about the unknowns that lie ahead, and what makes this such a fun journey. Now, I do know a lot of the big monumental places ahead. I've hiked, almost 1,400 miles of the trail. The northern third is more of a mystery, but despite knowing where the trail goes, I'm looking forward to the people. Who will I like? Who will I possibly hike a majority of the trail with? Who will I dislike? Who's gonna piss me off? Oh, the towns, the meals, the rides, the laughs, the ups, the downs, literally and figuratively. So that is the anticipation as I approach my first white blaze, and that's what makes this exciting. I know I'm gonna have days where I'm gonna want to toss one of my trekking poles 30 yards into the woods because I trip on a rock or a root, and hopefully days that are just the complete opposite of that and just feel accomplishment or at a view. You get the point there. So I'm huffing and puffing. This is definitely the start of the final approach. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say for now. First honey bun of the hike. I had one last night, but that didn't count. So even though I'm not on the AT yet, I'm still counting this as first one. It's that surreal, almost like first day of school, or can't decide if it's first day of school or like last day of school. Summer vacation's about to start, but it has that surreal, you know, this isn't real experience yet. Like, I can't believe this is the first day or last day of school. That's on my first day, not even on the AT yet.
Hard about the next shelter.
Well, the good news is you got plenty of daylight.
You've done 20. Well, I thought, oh yeah, we just finished. 2,200 miles.
First one. First one.
Did that get it?
Springer Mountain Shelter's up that way. But I am gonna go right by it. I already had lunch and I hung up at Springer Mountain for a while. So I am on the AT, but I'm gonna take a minute and then I'll do a video in a second. All right, I'm about a mile in. So yeah, white blazes, although there weren't too many white blazes that first mile. If they were really faded and old. There was a good one past that sign, but yeah, I mean, this is already day one, but it's official. I am now knocking into trail miles. So my legal name is James, my street name is Jimmy, my trail name is Wonderbro, and I hope I can take this AT down, but right now I'm just worried about today and then my first short-term goal, Neil Gap or Neil's Gap, and I will be charging, editing, and eating frozen pizzas and probably top off a resupply, but that is a couple days away. But that's kind of how you have to break it down, just small goals. I usually break it down by when is my next town meal, because food, like for day one, I'm already eating so much, which is good. I need to get ahead of the game, but yeah, I'm out here. It's real, and I think I've said enough for now. Oh yeah, already 2 miles in, and I forgot to mention the new visitor center is amazing, by the way. I didn't get too much video in there, but really nice job. But when I registered, my tag number was 2369. Nice. Are you fucking kidding me? I couldn't. Oh. All right, this is fucking ridiculous. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe this just happened. Like, it is in there, just walking. just gonna fucking break it. Oh, hey there. I guess I should update. It is approaching 4 and I'm approaching 3, like 12 miles. Not quite 12 miles, but I'm getting there for the day. And first time I really felt it today. Although after the approach trail, that first 3 miles was really cruisy through there. But yeah, feeling a little fatigued, but the Hawk Mountain, I said Hawk Mountain Shelter earlier. I'm going to change that to Hawk Mountain Campsite. There's like 30 tent pads, it says in there, and water and bear box or cables, but I think it's box. So that seems perfect for me. Oh yeah, that's what happens when you don't watch. And yeah, I mean, the weather was perfect. Not just today, for the next few, but I mean, man, you couldn't ask for a better first day. Feels good to knock some miles off the actual AT, but the approach trail's worth it. I don't know why it doesn't start. You have everything there, the state park, you have the arch, you have the check-in, you get your tag. Like, why not just make the approach trail the southern terminus? But I'm sure there's reasons, whether they're valid or not. But yeah, glad I did it. That's where I started in 2016, so I got to do it again. And I'm in the rhododendrons. I'm gonna put this away because my arm hurts, and I got like under 4.5 miles till I can set up my tent. And I'm already craving food. I'm gonna do ramen. I have my stove for the beginning, and ramen and turkey pepperoni, but that's a long ways away. I gotta get some miles here. I think I know, I've never been here, but I think I know what it looks like from other videos, other hikers on their YouTube videos. But even though I'm exhausted, I literally just said that, how tired I am, but I'm gonna go do a detour. Hopefully it's not too far. Damn near perfect. So there's seats, picnic table. It says campers welcome. I'm not gonna camp here, but I was so hungry. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll use my stove here, and then I have more food to eat there. I'm only like just over a mile away from the turnoff. I do need to get water, but it says there's a water source there. So yeah, I'm gonna eat some ramen and turkey pepperoni here, and it's just like maybe 5:30. I have plenty of daylight, and then I'm gonna chill and eat food and mosey up the trail and set up and probably eat a second dinner. Man, the first day really, yeah, got me here. I mean, I did a good chunk, so it makes sense. But yeah, these last few miles, whew, I am ready for bed. Plus, I didn't sleep that well 2 nights ago, and then last night I slept well in my tent, but only for a short amount of time. So it happens. Usually the first week sleep is not the greatest, and then you just get used to it. But I'm hungry too, which is good. I need to eat right away because I don't want to lose a lot of weight. All right, I'm rambling because I'm exhausted here. I'm putting this away. So that right there is, well, I probably should have waited another mile because now my pack's all spread out. It's really just my food bag. It looks worse than it is. But yeah, I just had a moment, like, I saw this pavilion and that seesaw or whatever that thing is, I've seen in quite a few YouTube videos. And I knew when I saw that sign, that's what it was. So I wanted to check it out. Otherwise I would have just kept going because I hadn't seen it before in person. And yeah, I saw the pavilions and I was just like, I want to eat now. I had that barbecue pulled pork like packet. They look like the tuna packets. I had one of those immediately. And then I was like, I'm making ramen and pepperoni. And yeah, now that I got that, I'm going to pack up and go find my campsite for the night. Because I forgot to mention it is 0.4 off the trail. So still have a decent amount of hiking. But yeah. Now at least I feel a little better with some food. Thank you. Sweet, sweet water and camping. I have been doing nothing. I set up, I got water, and just looking at far out on my phone, kind of scouting out the next 2, maybe 3 days, going over. I like to know all the options, but I have a good idea what I'm going to do. But yeah, it is Sunday, so I want to do, for this through hike, I kind of want to do a Sunday recap the week, and then also kind of look ahead and maybe set some goals for the week ahead and where I might be. So I'm going to do that in a bit, but I'm probably going to walk down there a little bit just because I don't know. I don't want to be loud if people are over here. And no one, there's like 30 tent sites in here. Everyone that's camping so far is above me towards the trail. There's probably about, I don't know, 5, 6 campsites behind me still, and no one's down there because I walked to get water. A couple people have walked past and then back up to get water. So yeah, long day, but the mood and the morale is high, and yeah, I'm not gonna really do much more filming. I'm here. I'm gonna go sleep, but I am gonna do that weekly little we'll see if I even put it in, but it's something I thought of that I could do. Just Sunday. I like Sundays. I'm not religious, but if you do have a day to kind of rest and reset for the week, that's always how I viewed Sundays. And I like to always be home if I'm not out in the trail, at an earlier time by 5 o'clock, have dinner, cook dinner, and just relax, watch a movie, get ready for the week. So yeah, I'll do that. But this is home for the night, and second night I'm not gonna put the fly on. Last night's weather said it was gonna be clear overnight. There's not many clouds, and the ones that are don't look threatening. Obviously it's a long night, that could change, but I love not having the fly on. I'm not going to get into a habit, only when I'm like never 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure I'll be fine, and I have it right there. So if I have to do a fire drill real quick, but it's nice just having the air and being able to look up. But yeah, day 1 in the books. 7 point something trail miles, I'll put it up here, in which kind of sucks saying because today was an ass-kicking day doing the approach trail, but one day from now on, all trail miles are getting me closer north. All right.